Bitmojis are meant to be fun, engaging tools for our students. There are lots of ways to integrate them into your classroom, but one of the most fun ways is by using a Bitmoji Classroom. Now, this isn't an option offered by Bitmoji, but rather something that we can create on our own in Google Slides. So today at Ednificent, we're going to take you through step by step how to create a classroom template and how to use it interactively with your students. Before we get started today, remember that if you need any help on getting started with Bitmoji, go ahead and follow the link above, and we'll talk about how to get you set up with Bitmoji, create your avatar, and utilize the Chrome extension. To get started with our Bitmoji Classroom, we need to start with a blank slide deck. So go ahead and start a new slide deck and make sure that your first slide is blank. From here, we need to first start with our background image. Let's go ahead and go up to Background. Under Background, choose Image, and we can click Google Image Search. Here you can see I've selected Floor and Wall Background Classroom. This gives us some ideas for our backgrounds within our Bitmoji Classroom. I'm going to go ahead and select this image here. Even though it might not be exactly what my classroom would look like, it's a nice image and I think it will fit well for our classroom. Now the image that we've selected is our permanent background. This means that it can't be moved or altered. And we're going to be adding other things on top of this, such as tables and chairs, for example. To add images on top of our background, we're going to go ahead and go to the Explore button down here in the bottom right. It's very important that when you do search for something, you search for transparent before. So let's go ahead and search for a couch to begin with, and we'll start with transparent and then couch. We're going to go ahead and select images, and then you have your pick here. You can have something that looks animated, you can have something that looks real. We're going to go ahead and go with the first one here. I like that couch. Because it's transparent, you can see that it's a PNG file, which means that it will have no background when we put it in our classroom. We'll go ahead and resize our couch, and now we have our couch in our classroom. Let's go ahead now and try to add a plant into our classroom. So we're going to replace couch with plant, and we're going to find the plant that we like for our classroom. Let's go ahead and select this image here, and now you can see we've added it to our classroom. We'll go ahead and resize the plant, much like we did the couch. But we can see now that the plant is in front of the couch, and I would like it to be behind. To change the order of the items within our classroom, select the image, right-click on it, and then find Order. From here, you can bring it to the front, bring it forward, send backwards, or send to the back. Because this is the foremost image, we need to send it backwards. So here, we're going to send backwards, and it goes behind the couch. Just like we would in a real classroom, we want to put a board on the wall now. This way we can share announcements, links, or other information with our students. To do this, we're going to add a shape. So go ahead and go up to Insert, Shape, Shapes, and add a rectangle. Draw the rectangle on your wall, and automatically we'll have a white background. This is wonderful, just like a regular whiteboard. But let's change the border to make it stand out a little bit more. Up here next to the pin, you'll see Border Weight. Click that, and go ahead and add the weight to the border, so the width of the border that you would like. We're going to pick 4 here, and you can see it's gotten a little bit thicker. It makes it stand out. You can see now that I've also added a lamp to my classroom. The reason I did this is because I wanted to point out that even though the lamp is hanging over the edge, when you share out your classroom with your students, they won't see this. Okay, so anything on the outside of your slide will not show. Now at this point, before we personalize the classroom, if you want to secure the classroom that you've created so that nobody can move it around, then go ahead and take a screenshot of it. Save that screenshot, and then add it as a background to a new slide. Please do note that every time you take a screenshot, the quality becomes a little bit blurrier. Okay, so to have that crisp image, you don't want to keep screenshotting it. So it's best to do it now before you personalize anything. There's so many different ways that we can personalize our classroom, and the possibilities are endless. So based on what you have in your classroom or what you would like in your classroom, feel free to experiment and have fun with your classroom here. You can put posters on the wall, you can put notices on the whiteboard, and you can even put videos in your slide. So let's go ahead and take a look at how to do that first. To insert a video, let's go to Insert, Video, and then we can either search on YouTube, use a URL, or even add a video from our own drive. You can see here that I've searched for Ednificent because this is our Ednificent classroom. I'm going to select the first video on Friendmoji, and that's going to add it to our slide. Let's go ahead and put it up on our whiteboard. So we're going to resize it with a little bit of the white around it. Now that our video is added, we can play it at any time, and so can the students. As educators, we know how much fun Bitmoji can be. But let's say you don't want a video and you just want to add some notices or some links to your whiteboard. So let's go ahead and do that now. We're going to insert a text box, and let's put a text box up here at the top. We'll put Monday, May 17th, 21. We can format the text how we want, center it, change the color if we'd like. And now let's go ahead and add a link as well. So we're going to add another text box. And here we're going to put Ednificent. We're going to center that. We're going to come over to the YouTube page, gather the link, head back over, and then here we're going to add a link to Ednificent. So we right click on it, go down to link, paste in the link, apply, and now it's an active link to the YouTube page. This is just one of the many things that you can do on your whiteboard. Provide notices, provide links to other activities, provide links to downloads. You have a lot of different options. So play around with this, but really this can be a very interactive classroom for your students and is customizable to your liking. Last but not least, let's go ahead and add our Bitmoji to our classroom. You can do this much like you would add your Bitmoji anywhere else. Follow the Chrome extension, search for the Bitmoji that you would like, go ahead and drag and drop your Bitmoji onto your slide, and then position it how you would like. It's as simple as that. We hope that you've enjoyed our quick look into how to create your Bitmoji classroom and make it interactive for your students. There's so much more to learn about Bitmoji, so stay tuned because we will have more videos coming out soon. But we hope that this video has gotten you started and getting ideas flowing in your head. Now please remember to support us by hitting the like button and making sure to subscribe so you're notified first of those upcoming videos. As well, if you need any help or have any questions, let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching our video on the Bitmoji Classroom. Have a wonderful day and have fun implementing this in your class.